Okay, I am making, not a scrub right away, that's not what I'm starting out with. It's like a lotion that you put on in the shower, a shower lotion. I don't know, I've been testing a recipe and I really liked it, so I'm gonna remake it again. I've been testing it on myself, as you do when you have a company. So it has cocoa butter, shea butter, meadow foam oil, and then some other things that I add in there. So I'm gonna make that today, and it goes in these little cups. It's kind of similar to something that Lush has. It's sort of like theirs, but I don't know, I've never had theirs, but I looked on their website and they have something similar. But I've been testing it on myself and I really like it. Instead of putting lotion on when you get out of the shower, you put it on when you're in the shower, then you rinse it off, and it's really nice. So anyway, first we have to put the cocoa butter in here. That's the first ingredient. So I need 120 grams of that. Oops, too much. There we go. Okay. Next we need some cocoa butter, and if you've never seen cocoa butter, I don't know, it's not that common of a butter, but it looks like this. It's really it's a very hard butter, so it's really good for something like this where it's going to be like a solid, it's kind of like a solid lotion bar, but you use it in the shower and you rinse it off. So it's kind of the same as a solid lotion bar if you've ever had that. But anyway, this is cocoa butter. It's really hard. It's a nice solid butter. I don't know. And this is cocoa butter, and this is cocoa butter. So you can see they're two totally different things. Anyway, that is what we're gonna put in next. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna put in some shea butter. So. There, okay, so this is shea butter. This is a really, oops, I dropped a chunk. This is a really waxy, it's very moisturizing. You can tell the difference, like from the cocoa butter is really solid and hard, and then the shea butter, you can just kind of squish it with your fingers. And then the cocoa butter is really a very hard butter, and then this one's really soft and squishy. So anyway, those are all the different butters. I need a paper towel now. Okay, next we have our meadow foam oil, which I really like meadow foam oil. It's one of my favorites. You can look up all the benefits, but it's a really good one. Very nice, very good for your skin. There we go. Alright, and then we'll have our emulsifying wax. That's the thing that helps it all stick together. Just need a tiny bit, so there we go, perfect. Okay, and then a little stearic acid. This is the thing that kind of firms up all the oils together, makes them, I don't know, it's a hardener, is what you would call it. Oh, almost. When you're working with grams, it's so tiny. Such a tiny little adjustment. Okay, so we are going to melt that, and then we have some other ingredients. This might take a little bit to melt, so while it's melting, I'm gonna measure out my sugar scrub ingredients so that you're not just sitting here waiting for my microwave. Okay, so sugar scrub. So this is an emulsified sugar scrub, so it's an blended oil scrub, I guess you would call it. So instead of, like, if you ever had a sugar scrub where you open up the jar and there's like a layer of oil on top and then your sugar's on the bottom. It's not like that. It's where the sugar and the oil is all blended together, so it stays blended. So when you scoop it out, it doesn't drip, so you don't have drippy stuff. What does it say? Did you know kids are supposed to be 2 in diapers? I don't know about kids. I don't have kids. Did you know about dogs? I know about dogs. That is I know about dogs. I know about soap. That's about all I know about. But good tip if that's true, I don't know. E-wax. So we are gonna start with that. So this is our emulsified wax. Alright, then we have our stearic acid. Again, this is the hardener, so it's gonna help it's not gonna make it hard, but when you emulsify things, you blend oils together and you want them to stick together, so this kind of like helps stabilize the oil, I guess you'd say that. Okay, soy wax. So this is wax made out of soy, and it helps. It's kind of like, it feels good on your skin, like it's kind of a moisturizer, but then it creates that barrier, so when you use the scrub, you wash it off, and then it kind of has that moisturized skin. I don't know. It helps protect your skin. It makes it nice and moisturized. That's what the soy wax does. So put that in. One tiny chunk too much. There we go. Okay, we need coconut oil, which is right here. When I was growing up, I wanted to have a cooking show like this. I used to practice it. This was before the internet, when I was a kid. And I used to pretend that I had a cooking show just like this, exactly like this, but I would be cooking stuff. It's good practice, I guess. Okay, now we need apricot kernel oil, which we have down below. There we go. The magic of TV. And you can tell this is like the major ingredient. This and the sugar are the 2 major ingredients in this. The other stuff's just kind of helpful to keep the product stabilized and together. Okay, now we need a little bit of castor oil. And castor oil is just a nicer, thicker oil. It's not as thin as the apricot kernel oil. A little bit. Oops, there we go. Perfect. It tends to be a little bit sticky, the castor oil, but if you blend it with other things, it's not so sticky. Okay, so that is all we need for the sugar scrub. So I'm going to put this one in the microwave and take the solid moisturizer recipe out of the microwave and see if it is melted or not. It's not melted! Okay, well, it's gonna need like a minute and a half to melt, so I guess we'll just wait here for that. I do need a bowl for my sugar scrub though, so I'm gonna go grab that. from the clean bowl, all where all my clean stuff is, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, I'm glad to be on your For You page. Okay, I will go check and see. Okay, it's not melted, but this is how far it is to melted. So with the cocoa butter, that takes a long time to melt. It is a hard butter. I usually do this and I think I'm doing really good and then it flies everywhere, but so far so good. I want to put it back in the microwave. We actually might make the sugar scrub first because this is all melted. Let me double check it here. There's like one tiny piece of soy wax that's still it's dangerous to look at it. Okay, I think we're just gonna make this first since it's all ready to go. So we need 30. Where'd my bowl go? Over here. Okay. So I need 30 ounces of sugar. Don't judge my noisy sugar. So that's 30 ounces of sugar. Set that over here. And I'm gonna double check this. That looks good. Okay, so we just need to put in a little fragrance. So my recipe, this is for the spun honey sugar scrub. What is it? I love your soaps. Would you ever branch into candles? I have thought about candles. The only thing is that one time I set my house on fire with a candle, so I'm like really scared to sell them, but I have thought about it. I have these cute little containers that I made and I was going to use them for bath bombs. I can show you one. So I've really been into making cement things. So this is a little cement, I guess they're a planter. But I was gonna put bath bombs in it, and then I have like bath bomb frosting. Here, I'll show you. I'll just show you. So this is bath bomb frosting on top of this bath bomb. You can see it's really hard. Like when you make it, it gets really hard. So my idea was to fill this with bath bomb powder and then put the bath bomb frosting on the top and make it look like a plant or a flower or something. So I tested it out and it was a terrible idea. It did not work. Like the bath bomb powder, I think I pressed it in here too hard and it took forever to come out and it didn't look fun or interesting or anything. So I'm not going to do that idea. But I thought this would be so perfect for a candle too, but I'm a little nervous about candles, so I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, back to sugar scrub. Okay, so we need some fragrance in here. So this is the spun honey sugar scrub. So we are going to use grams again. This is one of my favorite scents. It is golden milk and honey. I make a lot of things with that. If you like the honey butter soap, that's what this one is. There you go. It smells so good. All right, and then 12 grams of honey bunny. So this is a dupe of the Honey I Wash the Kids fragrance oil, which I also have from Crafter's Choice, but I like this one. I really like this one. I don't know. I think they both smell really good, but they're almost identical. There's just a slightly difference, and I like this one because it's clear instead of a brown. The other one turns brown. Okay, so there we have our fragrance. We can get rid of that. Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Nope. Oh, I am. I need a teensy little bit of chocolate powder. So I will get that. And we will put that, oops, why did I put that right in front? There we go. We will put that right in our oils. Just a little bit of chocolate powder. And that's what the color is for this sugar scrub. Okay, so now we get to the emulsifying part, which just means blending. There we go. Nicely emulsified. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. And I have my spatula here. And my sugar. Basically, you just stir it together. Make sure I get every little bit out of here. There we go. Okay, so you just stir it up, and then I always let it sit overnight just to make sure that everything stays blended very well together. I'll cover it up, set it aside, and then tomorrow I will package it. And now we can do the shower lotion part. So I'll just show you what it looks like. This is what the sugar scrub looks like. It's not that impressive. Just looks like sugar scrub. But now you know. Okay, on to the next thing. Get some new gloves on here. Set that aside. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it is all melted in the microwave because it wasn't before. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so there's just a teeny little bit of probably cocoa butter, but it looks like cocoa butter. Just right at the bottom there, a little floater. But that will melt and I can emulsify it too. Alright, so the next thing we add is a little bit of Bubble Up. There And that's what makes this a wash-off product that you would put on in the shower and rinse off before you get out, instead of a solid lotion bar that you just put on and leave on your skin. Okay, so now we need some arrowroot powder, which I have right here. Alright, and next some white clay. Which I have here. And then a little of my secret ingredient, because I can't give away all my recipes. There we go. And then some fragrance, which I am going to be using Honey, I Watch the Kids. This is just for me to test this out again. And I like the scent, so that's what I'm going to be putting in there. Okay, now I'm going to move this around. So I found that it's best to pour this at 110 degrees. So I have to grab my little thermometer. I'll be right back. I always try to get everything ready before I do the live, and I always forget something. 129, so that's too hot. I don't think it's cool enough yet, but 115. So this is what it looks like up close. And you can kind of see like the like it's foamy on top, but that is the like arrowroot powder, and the clay, once you blend it, once it gets to 110, it can hold a little bit more of the suspension. Right now I can't quite, but I really like this recipe myself. I may not ever sell this, but I like making it for myself, so. I use it every single day. Nope, 116. So got a few more degrees to go down. It's not going down very fast. I guess I'll just wait. It's going down like 1 degree. Waiting, I can show you the new bath bombs that I have made. So I showed you this one. Well, I'll show you all the new things I made. So I made these. These are little tiny cocoa butter decorations for bath bombs. They're just like sprinkles, like bath bomb, I don't know, like bath bomb sprinkles, but they're made with cocoa butter. So they just look like that. And then they melt. It's like a bath melt. It melts in your bath when the bath bomb goes in. I thought they were so cute. And then I have these little teeny waffles. I made these before, but I think they're so pretty. And I love that the frosting is so nice and hard. And even though my decorating is not the best, I thought they were cute. I'll show you the other ones I made too. These are the other waffles I made, and they have a black frosting, which I think is really pretty too. And they smell really good. It's that orange spice, honey, it smells good. And then I made these donuts, which I'm gonna frost, but I haven't done it yet. And I made these little Save the Bee bath bombs. They look like that. They say Save the Bee, and they have a little bee house. And they have a surprise color inside, which was really fun to make. Okay, let's see what it is. 107, yay! Okay, so I'm gonna finish blending here a little bit. Now I'll just pour it and put it in the fridge, and then that it will set up, and then I will use it tomorrow because I used my last one up this morning in the shower, and I really use it every day, so. Especially with the way the weather has been here. It's so cold and dry and gross outside. You need some moisturizer. I have enough, I think, for one more. Whoops. Oh no, go back over. I don't know why I just did all of that to make a mess, but oh well. I can't help myself. Okay, well, thank you for watching. That was it for tonight.